Zier Premium Pork Farms in Washington, Illinois. This is where all of our pork begins. This is our original building in 1954. The business was started by my great-grandfather Fritz Witterauer and Sam Raber. On day one, the process of making bacon begins. It starts off on a Tuesday morning where we harvest hogs that we've purchased from Kurt Zier's farm. Kurt Zier has been the recipient of many awards throughout his career breeding hogs. Raber's is the stamp number 9 in the state of Illinois. We are the oldest state inspected packing house in Illinois. The next day, on a Wednesday, we break the hogs. At this time, we'll be taking the belly out so that we can further process it into bacon. These hogs have been in the cooler for less than 24 hours. There's 3 tools you need to break in a hog. You need a handsaw, a knife, and a loin puller. This cut here is taking the front shoulder off. In the front shoulder you have neck bones, you have your picnic, fresh hocks, and you also have your pork butt. The front shoulder is good for roast steaks and making your own barbecue. On this cut, we're breaking the spare rib away from the back rib, which is also attached to the loin. Underneath the spare rib on the left is where our fresh belly is what we're trying to get out so we can make some more bacon. The back leg here is the ham. Good practice is to only break the bones with the saw and then use a knife to finish. The next process here is called pulling the loin. This pork that we break on Wednesday is available for sale on our counter after it is broke. The piece I'm taking off is what we consider fat back. We'll grind that for lard, or we'll use it for just straight fat. Trimming up the end of the belly, and now we're taking the ribs off. One more cut to trim it up, and this is the beginning of our bacon. This is our fresh belly. On day 2, right after breaking the hogs, we'll cure bellies. First we have to make cure. Main ingredients in our cure are salt, sugar, and maple sugar. We also have nitrites in there for the curing process. This is a wet cure. This will be injected into the belly. This is our injector. We've been using this one for over 30 years. You can see the solution coming out of the needles, and that'll help disperse that within the meat. We pump them to a certain percentage. Every batch of bacon is exactly the same. We'll weigh the bellies before they're pumped, and we'll weigh them after. Next part, which happens on the next day, which would normally be on a Thursday, day 3, is tumbling. The bellies and some secret ingredients are put into the tumbler, and they tumble in there for 4 hours. What that does is the belly will then take on any ingredients that we put in there, and when they come out, they get hung onto what we call a smokehouse tree and rolled into the smokehouse. That's another piece of equipment that we've been using for a very long time. This tumbler will hold approximately 1,000 pounds. We generally run batches of about 600 to 650 pounds of bacon. On average, we usually do that about twice a week. At this point, the bellies are cured. Now they go into the smokehouse. We smoke our bellies for about 7 hours at different temperatures. Tumbling and smoking is all done in the same day. Here's the secret ingredient to our smokehouse: real hardwood hickory. This is what those bellies look like 7 hours later. And the next day, on a Friday, day 4, slicing. This is our Burkle slicer. First process in slicing is taking the rind off. We scald our hogs, smoke our bellies with the skin on, and then pull it off after they're smoked. When you do it this way, you leave all the fat on there. Unlike when you're skinning hogs, we trim the edges so that we get down to the bacon that's usable. Now we'll sell those bacon rinds in our retail shop, we'll sell the bacon ends in our retail shop, and then we'll end up with some real nice sliced bacon. Last year, Raber's won an award for their bacon at the Illinois Association of Meat Processors Meat Show in Champaign, Illinois. We won Best of Show for our flavored bacon. This is our Burkle slicer. I think it's our 4th one that we've had. We've been using these slicers since the 60s. This is bacon put on the counter to sell in our market. This is a process that started on Tuesdays and ends on Fridays. This is wrapping bacon so that you can take it home, fry it up for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And here's a little bit of bacon frying that night on a Friday night. Breakfast for dinner. Thanks for watching the video. Hopefully we'll make some more and you can watch some other ones.